I have this picture of TOP. Oh wait, you forgot to change the name.
Pop skirt. What should I
Movie,
put?
just put Stranger Things.
Movie party.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find.
Do I need to save somewhere, or it'll just automatically?
It's saved there.
Okay.
Wait, do you watch the Fault in the Star? The Fault. This one. Have you seen this?
Pre-show.
Oh my gosh.
15 minutes. So we're not going to do pre-shows now. Should I stop it?
I think it's okay. It's just on right now, so people know it's on. It's fine.
Oh, maybe that pre-show is.
You should
the
stop.
show is not this.
You should start the
Hold on, I didn't.
the timer.
I haven't started on Gaia yet.
Oh.
Yeah, Lacey.
She was here, but
Whoa. Oh, we're doing. Okay.
for the 15-minute pre-show is this pre-show or
This pre-show.
Thank
okay.
Refresh. Refresh it again, because sometimes the server breaks. Oh, I think it has to take a while then. Oh, did you log in? Oh, I logged in. It should be logged in, I think. We go to Gaia. Yeah. It should be okay.
It's live now, but maybe it takes time.
Hello, hello.
Here you go. Here's the other one for you. It's the same one. Same copy. Oy. Pinky, can you see if everything looks okay on the list? Oy. Ooh, that's ew, that's so gross. You're a cannibal.
I didn't eat it.
You're still a cannibal. Macy, come here. Come here. Hey, 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 hey. Where are you going? Come here. Amanda was feeding her food. Or dog treats. Still, she's gonna get fat on all the treats everyone's giving her. Daisy, come here. Where are you? Little girl? Hey.
Hello, hello. You guys hear us?
Hello. Hi, Nick Austin. Oy vey. We are doing awesome today. How are you? Ooh, what candy is that? What candy is that?
Kind of Japanese candy.
Ooh, great.
It has like one layer sweet, one layer sour. And
Macy,
you
none
repeat.
for you.
Macy, no.
Ooh. So yummy.
Wait, what is this?
Some kind of Japanese candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I have a hole in my tongue, so it's just gonna like sting it.
Probably. Oh, wow. Nick. 2 down, 3 to go. Good luck. My goodness. Okay. Let me clear out all my tabs.
So what is this for?
You have a hole in your stomach?
Huh?
You have a hole in your stomach?
In
My
his stomach?
What?
If he has a hole in his stomach,
That would
he'd
be
be
an
dead.
ulcer. Well, technically,
Oh,
that
I
would be
thought
an
you
ulcer.
said you have an ulcer in your stomach.
He has a hole in his
Oh.
tongue.
Why didn't you something?
You're hungry. You're too hungry.
For those of you listening in, I bit my tongue earlier and like ripped out a chunk, so it stings.
You can't do that. You can't bite out.
Marshall's a cannibal.
Not a cannibal. I did not eat the chunk.
It's
You
Dad's
spit-
birthday.
I did spit it
Birthday.
out.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Des.
Des.
Ooh, this candy's good.
Mm-hmm. Smells good.
Yeah, we know. I'm telling you guys.
Okay. I have too much stuff on my computer, man. My goodness. Hey, pretty news. Everything look good on my list? He's so quiet.
Wait, do you have the video down there?
What video?
Ooh! Oh my goodness. Don't die. Don't die. Marshall's dying, you guys. No, it hasn't begun yet, the panty patrol.
Are you talking about the falling suitcase stuff today?
Yeah. Would you like an Oreo?
No, thank you.
You don't want an Oreo?
Not want an Oreo.
Why don't you want an Oreo?
Unfortunately, my mouth is not in a state to consume anything.
But Oreos are so yummy.
I do agree with that.
Okay, how about a peanut butter cup?
No.
No? Not even a peanut butter cup?
No.
So sad.
You may eat all the junk food.
All the junk food.
Yep, all for you.
All of the junk food.
All of it. All of it.
All of it. All of it. Hi, Carrie, UJMK. Yes, peanut butter cups are good. Although it's peanut butter trees, not
Peanut
cups.
butter trees.
It's something that host Beal got over. Ooh, there's a Kit Kat here. She got it over what? Christmas? And it's been yummy. I've slowly been eating through it. It's really bad. So sad. Happy Sheep. Host Beal is not in here today. She will be coming back next week. So you guys, if you guys want to check out today's new item, do you know
Check it out, check it out. There's actually a new item in the store.
Yes. It is called Maybelline's Pleasant Grace. It is 599 GC. And what's really cool about it is that it has some unique colors. It has wisteria and tea green. Like, come on. Why would you not want to get something that has color name called wisteria and tea green? You know, wisteria always reminds me of Wisteria Lane on that TV show. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You
Not
don't know what I'm
No.
talking about? Oh, so sad. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Wisteria Lane? Anyone? Anyone?
I heard of that.
You heard of that? Sriracha Petey Name's heard of it. So, Pancake Petey Name. Can we show what the bundle looks like today?
Do it.
It's not bundle.
It's just one.
Ooh. Yeah. So you guys, that's what it looks like. Maybelline's Pleasant Grace, Wisteria and Tea Green. It is really unique because it is a combination that can only be found in 2 other items on Gaia. If you guys know what it is, let us know in the comments because I'm curious. I want to know what it is.
Trivia time. Do you know?
Dude, this Reese's peanut butter treat, very yummy.
Glad you're enjoying it. That would suck if it wasn't.
I mean, I've already eaten 3 others. It's really bad for my health, but still, very yummy. Hey, Penny Neems. I see him saying that the volume is very low.
Low, 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 low,
No,
low,
it
low.
was low on one person only.
On one person?
Oh yeah, but like us, it was fine because we had it all the way high.
Mm-hmm.
High. I don't know why it was really low on that person's computer.
Okay. Oh, a lot of people are saying it's low.
Well,
Lies!
It's no longer just one.
it's too far.
Is this mic turned on? In OBS?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Someone says it's loud for me.
See, like I think I don't know. It looks fine on our computer and our laptop. Like normally, so I don't know why it's not working on other people's.
Hmm.
This is the first time I
If you're having that issue, are you on live? If you're on live.guyonline.com and you see it keeps refreshing, you can try YouTube itself and see if it happens there.
And also make sure that the YouTube video player volume control is not low.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I actually do get that issue where on YouTube, I'll be like, why is this video so low? And I'm like, oh, that's right, because I set the volume at low.
And of course, if you're hearing an echo, you may have more than one video open, so make sure you check for that too.
Yep. You guys, we do check the YouTube live chat constantly. Don't worry. The echoes? There's echoes! We're echoing.
We're echoing. Oh no. Oh no.
We're echoing. Okay, so before the show starts, I do want to talk to you, Marshall. I want to share with you, as well as share with other people who are on the stream, because it's not really related to movies, but I'm very, very excited.
What do you want to talk to me about?
So, if you guys were in our last stream, not yesterday's, with Amy and Arlie, but with us on Tuesday when we were talking, when we were talking about Sherlock, we talked a little bit about CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show.
Is it?
Is it not?
PD names. Is that what it stands for?
What?
Is it not?
Like what?
What?
CES?
CES.
Yeah, it's Consumer Electronics Show. Right? You're now making me second guess myself.
Yes, it stands for Consumer Electronics Show.
Wow, you make me second guess myself.
Mhm.
Okay, so yes, I've been reading up, and I know you've been reading up too about this. So I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think so far?
A lot of tech, a lot of interesting gadgets, not just tech, but like gadgets,
Yeah.
like a lot of home type things.
Yes. Yes. And I think that was like something that we were discussing back on Tuesday, where we were saying, you know, it's really interesting because a lot of these big companies, and I guess even small companies, are doing products that help users or people in general connect more with, I guess, devices. It's that they want you to go onto the grid, I guess, if that's what's like, if that's how you can term it. But yeah, like Segway came out with a suitcase, right? Where it's supposed to follow you. Except
I heard there was something interesting that happens with this
Well,
suitcase.
before I want to say the name of the suitcase. Do you want to know what the name of the suitcase is?
What's the name?
Puppy One.
Why is it called Puppy One?
Puppy One. It is called the Puppy One. Now, the reason why... Sriracha PD Neem is coming over. What's going on, Sriracha PD
I
Neem?
just have a personal question. I don't know why I keep on showing this when I try to write something.
Oh my goodness.
See? It wouldn't let me log in. Like, I'm already logged in on the door. But it wouldn't let me call it.
Okay, anyways. So, it is called the Puppy One. Sriracha PD Neem has some technical difficulties going on. Maybe I should just, like, comment on what's going on. Marshall is leaning over the computer, trying to figure out... Oh my god! Stop it, Marshall. No need to get so dramatic.
Wait,
Marshall is dancing like a strange person. Now he's trying to help Sriracha PD Neem. Sriracha PD Neem is having issues logging in to the chat for Gaia. Technically, you guys are not supposed to have to log in. It is a known issue where you guys have noted that some of you, when you are trying to participate on the live.gaiaonline.com chat, you are asked to log in. Technically, you do not need to log in. So if you are having that issue, head on over to the YouTube chat, because the YouTube chat, as long as you have a YouTube account or a Google account or, you know, any account that lets you use YouTube, then you can chat there. Sound good? Marshall looks very serious now. Sriracha is laughing out of nervousness of what is going on. Marshall is like putting his serious face on now. He's like, what's going on? I don't know. I bet you in his mind he's probably also thinking, Grace, please be quiet. Oh, he just showed a really bad sign at me. That's not nice, Marshall. I'm just trying to comment on providing commentary. You know? Yes, Nick, Sriracha PD Neem now experiences what other Gaians are facing. Very true. The struggles are real. The struggles are real. So, you guys, just interesting little fun fact. If you were here on Tuesday's show, you would have probably seen my dog at some point. Her name is Lacey. Today, she will be on the show again, except she will look completely different. she will have half of her hair missing. Let's just say that. She will have half of the hair. Nick, I am glad you like this commentary because I don't know what else I should be doing. As Marshall shakes his head in disbelief of how strange this problem is, Sriracha Pirinim is getting more and more frustrated by the problem.
I'm shaking my head at your commentary, so I'm shaking my head.
Why is who? Oh, my hair. Her hair is missing because I gave her a haircut yesterday. I could not stand the fact that I can't see her eye. I could not see her eyes anymore, and like I feel sorry for her because like sometimes I feel like dogs with like hair in front of their eyes have a difficult time, have a difficult time seeing and will have an easier time bumping into things. Like, I don't know, walls or people, but yeah. So I decided to give her a haircut. It was long overdue. It was like over a month since I gave her a haircut. So I feel like she was really happy about it because when I took out the tools to cut her hair, she sat really patiently waiting for me to like get set up. And then during her haircut, she fell asleep. She was just like laying down, sleeping, just chilling, waiting for me to like finish her haircut. It was very nice. Although I messed up a little bit on her top part of her head, so she has a very uneven poof for a poodle. If you know what I mean, because poodles need the poof. Well, don't judge too harshly on Lacey when you guys see her. She looks like a naked mole rat right now.
Oh
But,
my God.
but that's okay. As long as she gets food. She's been going to people around the office getting food. She went to, like right before I came into this room, she was at Lanzer's desk and Lanzer was giving her treats. So I think that was funny. This little trader of mine, she'll go to anyone who has food. It's sad. No loyalty. No loyalty. Right, Lacey? Right? Oh, Amy, Bruce is asking for a link to the Discord channel. I hope you have it. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left, you guys. 9 minutes and less than 50 seconds left. I think we have a lag issue on our YouTubes or our live stream. So whenever I give you guys time estimates, it's always a little off. I just have to let you guys know that. So forgive the offness of the time. You guys, Sriracha Pirinim looks very confused. Marshall looks very confused as well. He looks so serious. He's like, what the heck is going on? He's like, I need to pull out my developer brain for this. Developer mode has begun on Marshall. Pancake Pirinim, don't take pictures. Shh. It should be secret. Hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ultomoli? Wait, no. There must be a way to like separate this. Otomo is me. Hello. Hi, Night Yoshi. I hear lots of loud keyboard clacking. It's like, you know when someone's mad and they like put all their anger towards their keyboard? Yeah, that's Marshall right now. As he's trying not to laugh at my commentary. Look at that. His mouth is like forcing like a frown, but you can see the smile poking out. He's like, oh no, you got the flu? Julia, I hope you feel better. Drink lots of fluid. Lots of fluid. I think Sriracha PD Neem has somewhat given up a little bit. She's like, technology these days. As she eats her newfound love of a candy.
Never mind.
It's good, you guys. It's good. Pancake PD Neem. What candy is it? Do you want to explain what candy we've been eating? It's like a Tic Tac, but it's not a Tic Tac. What candy? Yeah, what candy?
It's called Yuha Ima.
Yuha Ima.
Yeah, Yuha is the brand.
Yuha is the brand, okay. So it's
kind of
Ima.
Japanese
Mm-hmm.
candy, and that's very hard candy, but it has like one layer sweet, one layer sour, and it repeats.
So it's like a jawbreaker, but a mini jawbreaker.
I wish they have like bigger
Versions.
That's too small.
But see, jawbreakers are always just so difficult to. Have you ever like tried a jawbreaker before? Yeah. I can never finish
I
one.
just give up.
Yeah, I know. I can never finish it.
That's huge.
Hi, Captain Fallopian Tubes. I gave you a shout out. Ooh. Uh-oh. Interesting. Someone knocked. Hi. Oh, sorry. We're going in a stream right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Vigilia, yes, there is a new item here today. Pancake PD Neem. Shall we show what the item is? Pancake PD Neem?
It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Okay. It is called the Maybelline's Pleasant Grace. I think I was calling it Garden for a while. I may have called it Garden, but I just realized it said Grace. Grace, like me, my name. But not really. Okay, and what is really interesting is that the colors include wisteria and I cannot speak right now, my goodness. Okay, they have some unique colors, including wisteria and tea green, okay? And what's really cool about this is that this combination is actually only found in 2 other items on Gaia. So it looks quite nice. I know, right? It does look adorable. It looks so cute. So cute. Shuhei says, I miss Narumi. Narumi, would you like to make a sound to show that you're alive? That's not a sound that proves other. It could be just me going like, see? I could say I'm Narumi too. Want to say something, Narumi? You want to say something, Narumi? As Narumi stares at me with evil eyes, he's like, this girl commenting what I've been doing for the past.
Amy killed him.
Amy killed him with the knife from Knife Club. I broke the first rule of Knife Club. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to. No killing allowed. Very true. Very true. Shadows will scream that I'm alone on YouTube. First stream. I'm very excited you've joined. Okay, you guys, we have under 3 minutes now.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Alright, so what were we talking about?
So Sriracha PD Neem is going to be on the YouTube channel. That's what we're talking about. Sounds like the issue was not resolved.
It was not resolved.
Oh, so sad. By the way, that is your proof that Narumi is still very much alive, Night Yoshi. He just spoke. Boom. Anyways, what we were talking about was the CES show that's been happening.
This is a recorded message.
What are you talking about? I'm so confused. What? Oh. Night Yoshi. Marshall pointed at it and all of a sudden said, "This is a recorded message." I'm like, oh my gosh, what? What is going on? Stop being so weird, Marshall. As you laugh. Okay, you know what? He's purposely not making sound right now because he wants you guys to think that I accidentally attacked him and, buried his body somewhere. Lacey says wake up. Okay, fine. I guess you just can sit quietly throughout the entire show.
What's Lacey?
Lacey's over here. Do you see her?
Oh,
Hi.
so tiny after haircut.
I know.
Say hi, Lacey.
Wait. Hold on. There you go.
Oh my gosh, she's pink.
She's pink because you can see. You can see her
because she's
skin now.
naked.
She's not that naked, okay? She's not really a naked mole rat.
Sadie
She just
said
looks
hello.
very much like a naked mole rat, that's all.
Sadie said hello.
Hi, Sadie.
She's on YouTube.
Means okay. Maybe we've gone a little bit too far with this reference here. Narumi is really not dead. He is laughing as he sits right next to me, and he's not saying a word. Marshall, say something.
Someone said naked mole rats are creepy.
Naked mole rats are creepy? Lacey, they're gonna see you as a creepy little doggy. So sad. So sad. Oh, okay, there we go.
Stay tuned to the show to see if he's dead or not.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Are you ready? Hello. Not yet? Oh, oops.
Okay, go.
Hello! Welcome to today's show. As you can see, Narumi is right over here. Oh, wait, where is he?
She's so naked. You need a sweater.
Hey, she's not naked. Oh, Lacey is not naked. It's okay. I can have my own show. Narumi does not want to join us today. Yes, there you go. Narumi is here.
There.
Oh, there.
On the other side.
There. As you can see in his reindeer little picture that will forever be always brought up in all future shows. Let's just make this a thing, okay? See, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. That was a pre-recorded message. I can't help it. As you see Lacey's other half of the body, there you go. That's much better. Okay. Well, so since Marshall does not want to join today, as I stare off randomly to a corner of the, I guess. Oh, look!
Oh,
there
what?
he
What?
is. See, now you decided to join the show?
I had this weird dream that I died.
Mm-hmm.
You killed me with a knife.
Oh gosh.
And there was this knife club, and I didn't know what was happening.
Awkward much. Okay, anyways, you guys, welcome to the show today.
Hello.
Hello. So today is Thursday, January 11th.
Yep.
Guess what that stands for? 111. 111. 11111. There's no standing for it. But today is National Step in a Puddle and Splash Your Friend Day.
What?
But it's not raining.
It is not. It is actually nice and sunny here in San
California.
Jose.
San Jose, California.
Just San Jose. I don't know elsewhere. Can't say elsewhere.
Can't say elsewhere.
Can't say elsewhere. But I hope you guys are having some nice weather. And if you're not having nice weather, hopefully you will be having better weather soon.
Yes.
As I have a minor brain fart. Okay, wait, hold on. Before we continue with the show, for those who came in last Tuesday, thoughts on Lacey? Better? Uglier? Let me know. Critique my dog hair cutting skills here, okay? I know that she has some unevenness over here.
So,
but
so how do you cut
it's
her
okay.
hair?
I shave her
Like,
But
but like how?
okay, As you
Explain the process of how this works.
I shave this part. This takes like literally 5 minutes.
But you're not using a razor, clearly, right? So what are you shaving it with?
No, I am.
You're using a razor.
I am using not a razor. Not a razor.
Impressive.
The shaver, the electric shaver thing, right? You know that all hair salon people use. I don't know.
So a hair cutter.
Yes, a hair cutter. So this part takes 5 minutes, okay, and then it is this part over here and these 4 paws, 1, 2, 3, 4, that take an hour and a half.
Wow.
Because I think I've been cutting her hair for the past, I think, 5 years. So I have accidentally maybe injured her a little bit when I first started learning how to cut her hair. So she no longer trusts me with actual the shavers near her paw, so I actually have to hand cut it because the moment that she feels the vibration of the shaver near her foot, she freaks out. So I'm like, okay, fine, that's okay. Anyway.
Hi, Lacey.
Okay, let's just move her aside. So yes, it's not. She still loves me. Okay, when I got her tools out yesterday, okay, she sat patiently for me as I set up. And then when I sat down, she was like, okay, I will come over to you and you can start cutting my hair. And she slept in my arms as I cut her hair. That's called love and trust, you know? Anyways, okay.
All right, what are we talking about today?
So, today is movie time.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So, more specifically, you guys, how excited are you guys to be talking about Stranger Things?
Ooh. Let us know.
So, I do know that one of the PD names have watched Stranger Things, both seasons, and one of them has not watched either.
What?
I know.
Now,
PD names. Would you like to share who watched what?
Let them guess. Let them guess.
Let them guess. Okay.
Which one would watch?
So I have a confession.
Okay. What is your confession?
My confession is I haven't seen all of Stranger Things.
Oh, so sad. Is that why you were watching Stranger Things in the office this morning?
What? I would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Focused at all times.
So he
100%.
He has 3 monitors, and of those 3 monitors, right? The biggest one was playing Stranger Things.
If you include the laptop, there's 4 monitors.
Okay, fine, whatever.
4.
That doesn't matter. But the biggest one, where everyone can see as they go to the kitchen, was playing Stranger Things. And I was like, wait, what? What's going on? I thought you were just reviewing. I didn't know you actually didn't finish it. That's so sad. So where are you right now?
I'm almost done with season 1.
Okay, where?
I think I'm on the 7th episode.
Tell them about spoilers. Because this show gonna have spoilers.
Oh yeah.
This show is gonna have
So you guys,
spoilers, people.
this show will have spoilers, especially on season 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't watched season 1, I'm sorry, but it will have spoilers no matter what. But season 2, for sure. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm sorry, but we will be talking about Stranger Things a lot. So probably mute and just lip read.
Lip read. They can't lip read, and then they know what they're talking about.
Or imagine conversations that we're having, you know? I don't know.
So imagine we're talking about unicorns and butterflies.
Unicorns and butterflies. Yes, exactly. So, do you want to do a quick recap on season 1? Though?
Okay, so we're going to go into this. Just know that I don't have all the characters' names memorized. So I'm going to describe, but I'm going to describe to you and give my commentary on what's been happening so far. Okay. So if you haven't seen it, plug your ears right now. And
we already gave them the spoiler alert, so there's no need to say spoiler again.
Because.
Continue.
You just be quiet. You just don't say anything.
Fine. Continue.
Jeez. See, we have to work with people. Okay, so. Anyway, the show begins with a child basically who gets lost, right? Disappears. Spoilers. Okay. So the child gets lost and disappears. So it's about these kids who are trying to figure out where did he go, right? Because they know they just have this instinct, this thing that he's out there somewhere.
AKA Will.
Will. Will's the leader. Is the leader of the pack, of his little gang.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's the one that got lost.
Oh, Will got
He's
lost.
the one that got lost. Oh my gosh. Exactly. So Roger P. was like, get your characters right. So that. Continue.
Yeah, anyway.
Let's see how many mistakes. So that's mistake number 1. Okay.
Cinema Sins
Yes.
1.
Okay, continue.
We're gonna make it a game. See how many mistakes I make. In my
Yeah, continue.
If you guess the correct number, we'll give you a virtual item.
Oh.
Okay, so they run across a little girl, right? Now this little girl plays an
What's her
important
name?
part. I don't remember her name. Oh, 11.
Oh my god, okay. That would have been sad if you don't remember her name. Okay, continue. Because it was like, her name is like, it was talked about over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, but
even outside of Stranger
look,
Things.
I watch whole series, like multiple seasons, and still don't have the characters memorized. Like,
Okay,
I don't grow
continue on.
attached to the shows like some people do.
Who are you implying?
Oh, no one, just someone who
are
may
you
or may not,
implying?
become emotionally attached to characters.
I don't
and
become emotionally attached to
possibly
characters.
cry in scenes.
I
and
don't
get surprised.
cry. I get surprised because of movie magic.
I didn't say
okay?
anything about you.
Okay,
I didn't say
fine.
anything about
Okay.
you.
Okay, continue.
Is there something you want to share with
No,
her?
there is nothing I want to share. Continue.
Okay.
So, there's this girl
Yeah.
named 11.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So anyway, the group of friends learn that she has powers. She has
Mm.
abilities.
Mhm.
And they're kind of like, wait, what?
Okay.
Right? So at the very beginning, they don't, right? Like, they don't believe it, right? They're like,
Mhm.
okay, this person can use powers. And
Mhm.
they don't believe it. But then, of course, she starts using them more and more as the show progresses.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then it's just, they start thinking she's really cool, which, of course, right? Of
Well,
course.
I mean, come on. Any group of preteen boys that find a friend who is a girl, number one, and number two, can do cool stuff with her mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now,
that just
meanwhile,
always adds up. Okay.
meanwhile, you have Will's mom,
Mhm.
who's like, she knows her son is still alive. She just has this feeling.
Mhm.
Later,
Played by Winona Ryder.
yes.
Mhm.
As the show progresses, right,
Mhm.
things start happening in her home, but she's the only one that like notices these things. So to give you an example, like hands will like push out of the wall, or like weird things will happen with the lights.
AKA very scary stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
Stranger
Very scary
things
stuff.
happen.
Yes, stranger things happen. Okay, continue.
So of course everyone thinks she's crazy, right? And of course, because it's a show, they try to make it seem like they make you unsure too. They make you, the way they set up the scenes and everything. It's like you're not sure if she is really crazy or is she really seeing these things or what's happening. And it's juxtaposed with like the kids are having all these things happening and they're with someone who can use abilities.
Mhm.
So they play that really nicely in the beginning.
Mhm.
So as the show progresses, though, there's a sheriff that's kind of investigating what's happening, and he doesn't believe anyone,
Mhm.
because people are talking about stuff happening, and he's kind of like, oh, whatever, you've been drinking, whatever, right?
Mhm.
But
Well, you missed the point where the sheriff and Will's mom actually went to school together. So it's not like an unknown sheriff. It's like they've actually known each other. Like, this is such a
the whole
small
show,
town.
the whole show is set up in a small town, though.
Yeah.
So everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. Okay,
Like-
continue. Continue on. Get to
Continue.
the interesting part, yo.
Oh my goodness, get to the interesting part.
You
What's
didn't
the
even,
interesting part?
you did not even mention Barb.
Tell me about Barb.
No.
Oh, tell me about Barb. You brought it up.
You
tell me
didn't
about Barb.
even mention
Tell me about
Barb.
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 She disappeared.
Yes, exactly. She disappears. It's not just Will that disappears. It's also Barbara.
So Barb goes to a party.
AKA Barbara. Barbara,
Barbara.
AKA Barb.
Yes, goes to a party.
Mhm.
And this, so let's see, I have to set everything up first, otherwise you don't know what's happening.
You're like jumping from place to place to place. To
Yes.
place. Okay, continuing.
Anyway. So anyway, as the show progresses, I'll get to Barb in a minute, but as the show progresses, right, there's this secret facility.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's not really secret. It's presented as a power plant,
Mhm.
right? But as the show is going on, you start learning that they're not just handling
See, the
power.
thing
there.
is, you've already introduced 11 at this point. Continue.
So anyway,
Mistake number 2,
that's
you
not
guys.
a mistake. That's not a mistake. That's not a
Yes.
mistake.
They
How is that a
introduced-
mistake?
They introduced the facility first.
I'm not going chronological, clearly.
Oh my god.
That's not a mistake.
Okay, continue.
Unfair. Okay.
Continue.
Anyway, so there's this electrical plant, right? And you start learning that they do secret things in this facility.
Mhm, mhm.
And you start finding out that in this secret facility there's like this gateway. There's like this giant hole. There's like a hole in the wall with stuff growing all over it, and it turns out to be a portal. Ooh, a portal. So 11 escapes from this facility.
Okay.
All right. So,
if you guys haven't gotten to made the connection yet, 11 is the girl that the boys found after she escapes, which Marshall already said.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
So anyway, so early you see the monster. The monster is able
Who's
to...
the monster?
Who is the monster?
What is the monster? This is the first time you've mentioned the monster.
Oh, the monster.
Wow! Okay. Third mistake, you guys.
That's not a mistake.
Third mistake.
I feel like I'm being unfairly judged here.
He assumes that y'all know who the monster is. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Continuing on.
Like I said. There's a monster.
Continue, please, continue.
That's going around that's able to cross over into basically our dimension. It comes out of these little holes and these little areas and comes out into our world and takes things. Ooh, yes. Takes things. So now Will's mom in particular is like really haunted by this monster. Because Will, still alive, right? She finds a way to communicate with Will using lights. She writes alphabet letters on the wall in her house and then puts little lights next to it, and then he's able to actually turn on the lights to actually communicate with her. So it's actually pretty interesting. And so anyway, this monster...
Continuing.
Yes. So anytime she's talking to Will, usually the monster shows up shortly afterwards. And so like there's a few times where like Will's like run or get away or whatever, because then the monster is actually able to, sometimes, not always, break through this other world. The way it's presented is it's breaking through the wall, but it's basically breaking through the other world and coming into our world,
the
right?
Other side.
The other side. The other side.
The upside down. Continuing.
Would you like to explain what the upside down is?
No, you can.
Oh, I can?
Go for it. Go for it.
So this other world is basically called the upside down, and what it is basically a reflection dimension. So it's basically, if you've ever seen actually Silent Hill, the movie Silent Hill.
Sounds too scary.
Sounds too scary. I know you haven't seen it. I'm talking to the viewers.
Okay.
Have you seen
Sriracha
Silent Hill?
Pinanim, have you seen Silent Hill?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It's okay.
It's okay. Does this remind you of the upside down?
Wait, let me see. I don't remember.
The-
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about something else. No,
Just kidding.
Wait, Silent Hill movie, the Japanese horror? No, that's
No,
not
American.
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I've heard of, but I never watched horror.
Oh, that one. Oh,
Anyway,
it wasn't. It's okay.
so this is similar because in basically what's happening is it's a whole nother, it's our world, but it's like a reflection, right? So it looks like our world, everything is still in the same place, but it's empty. Silent Hill had a similar...
desolate.
And very desolate. Silent Hill had a similar concept where the main character in that story, she basically transitions into this other dimension, and it's an exact reflection of everything that she knows, except there's just no one and nothing there, except this monster that keeps going after her, but whatever. So, same concept.
Okay.
So anyway... So that's kind of like the setup. So where I am right now, one of the characters...
It's a very long setup. Continuing.
Anyway.
Who here agrees that was a very long setup? That was like a 5-minute setup.
That was a 5-minute setup?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm very excited about this.
Continuing on.
So there's a girl. So there's this one of the girls. So Barb is at this party, right? And so the monster, she sees the monster, and it takes her, right? Now, one of the girls at the party, she's with another guy, and they sleep together at this party.
Well, at this point, is Will already missing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Will's already missing.
Okay.
Will literally goes missing like the first episode. So, so that's nothing new. But anyway.
That's nothing. Okay.
So anyway, the girl later anyway finds a tree. Yes. She's walking through the forest or the woods and finds a tree. And in the bottom of the tree has this weird gunky stuff that you already know from previous scenes is the stuff that like leads to this other dimension. And so she goes through it.
Okay.
And when she goes through it, that's kind of when you really get to... This is actually the first time you actually get to see the other world. And of course, like I said, it looks exactly like our world. But she sees the monster there. which is actually called a demo something.
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
Do you
There
know
you
that
go.
this was all based off of like a Dungeons and Dragons game?
No, but I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry to tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. Have you played
Neither
Dungeons and
have
Dragons? Okay.
I have friends who have.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I had them explain exactly how it goes, but even now I still don't know what it's all about. I'm sorry, you guys. Whoever plays D&D, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We're sorry. We
Continuing
failed.
on.
But anyway, do we want to get into the first question? Because now we're at the
Okay.
point for the first question.
Go for the first
Okay.
question.
So-
So, wait. Let's explain what's going on.
Okay. So excuse me.
No, I'm waiting for you to explain.
All right. So
Continue.
we have a question. So this
Well,
wasn't
it's
all for
gonna-
naught. It's part of a giveaway.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
I'm getting to patience.
Oh my god.
No patience.
He's so slow, you guys. He's such a slow poke. I'm trying to like help him like, go faster at this like explanation. He's like, hold up. Okay. I'll stop.
Anyway, so we're having a giveaway. So pay attention because you're going to have to direct message us for the item that we're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away. Actually, where are the items? Oh, Petey names. Give us one of the items. Give us one of the items.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
one only?
Just the black one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yay.
So this,
Yeah.
courtesy of our sponsor, Mix 10.
Ta-da. Would you like to wear it? It won't fit my head right now.
It won't fit your head.
No, because I have my
Oh, that's
bun in
big.
place.
No, that's
I have
true.
too much hair.
Too much hair.
Too much
My
hair.
head is super small, so it's gonna be big on me. See?
There you go. Oh, so fashionable.
Oh yes.
Oh, so fashionable. So nice.
Seduces love.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
seduces
Sriracha PD Neem says seduces love these. Anyways, how does this giveaway work?
All right. So the way this giveaway works, be the first to answer this question
On.
on YouTube.
Okay.
Needs to be on YouTube. So be the first to answer this question on YouTube.
So the PD Neems right now are actually
They are on
fiercely
there.
observing the YouTube chat. So whoever actually is the first to answer the correct answer to this question, they will call your name out, and if you won, then you will have to direct message us on YouTube,
Mhm.
the Pop Square account, so that we can contact you and figure out how to send this lovely hat over to you.
Yeah. All right. So you guys ready for question number 1?
It's a question he came up with.
Yes.
So I'm sorry if it's too hard, but continue, because it's
Oh my
like
goodness.
when he asked it, I was like, how am I supposed to remember this? This was over a year ago,
Mhm.
and it wasn't even like that big of a significant scene. But continuing on,
I remember, I think.
you remember?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I consider it significant. It's the first time you get to meet the demagogue and actually see the other
Not
world.
demagogue,
Demo-
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon. Okay, that's mistake number 2.
No, that's mistake number 4.
No.
4.
No.
4.
No, don't count those other ones.
Okay.
Anyway,
What's the question?
question is, what was the Demogorgon
Mm-hmm.
eating? What was the Demogorgon eating?
Wait.
Wait.
When?
Uh-huh.
You didn't even ask the full question.
It's when Nancy goes to the other world. What was the Demogorgon eating?
There you go. When she first goes to the other world,
Yeah.
what does she find the Demogorgon eating?
Mm-hmm.
Petey
Petey
Neem.
names. Tell us, how are they doing? How are they
How
doing?
are they doing, Petey Neem?
Liana got it.
Liana,
Yeah.
congratulations!
Woo!
So
Very
yes.
well done.
Oh, well,
Not enough.
Wait, do you even know the answer?
Yeah, we have to answer, but she didn't answer the like.
do you want her to answer all 3?
No.
Yeah,
It's only
that's
one
the
of
whole-
them.
that's
It's
the
only
choice.
one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only one.
Yeah, it's for the D.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very well done.
She was only
Petey names got
No,
confused,
wait.
but don't worry.
You guys are seeing some difficulties of logistics happening here right now.
Because we thought you were going to tell them the multiple choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposed to only be a hint if no one understood, because
Oh.
when he asked the question, I was like, Marshall, no one's gonna guess this. It's gonna be like the Sherlock question all over again. Where it's like, Lucy Liu, what kind of doctor was she in elementary? And it took like 5 minutes for people to actually get neurosurgeons.
But see, I feel like it's different though, because there was so much, like, this was like an exciting scene for me personally when I was watching it, because it's like the first time you see everything. So I was like, what is it doing? What is it doing? Because I was expecting it to be a body. I was like, oh, is he like eating?
I know. For a second, I was like, the first thought I had was like, oh wait, was he eating Barbara?
So that's why to me that makes it memorable, because there's so much build up. Whereas the other one is like, that's like the first episode really. You get that when you find out what she was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's kind of like when you're first watching a show. It's kind of like the information's kind of like
they're just filling you in their world,
right?
Yeah.
But I do understand.
Okay.
So anyway.
So congratulations,
congratulations.
Leanne from YouTube. Leanna from
Leanna.
YouTube. You know who you are. Make sure you DM us on the YouTube account so that we can figure things out and send this lovely, lovely hat to you. Imagine this. I feel like I look like Mario. It looks giant.
You do.
Right? It looks giant. Because I haven't put the actual hat on. But anyways, okay. So let's see if you can finish the rest of the synopsis in half a minute.
That's all.
Challenge?
That's as far as I've gotten, man. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh my god.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Wow. You didn't even read ahead? Well, okay, you're going to have a lot of spoilers.
No, because you're supposed to give spoilers. I know.
You're going to have a lot of spoilers. So, in the end, you guys, they find Will, okay? 11 sacrifices herself, and the government covers it up by saying that she was a Russian spy. Is that right, Sriracha Pininim? I don't quite remember. It was a year ago.
Did you review? Jeez.
I reviewed all of
me.
season 2. I reviewed all of season. I watched.
You
all
just
of
watched season 2.
I know, but I had to re-review it. Do you know how many seasons of other things I've watched? I've watched Housemaid? No, was it Handmaid's Tale? Mm-hmm. I can't remember the name. The Crown, Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. What else have I watched? I watched The Killing. And a lot of reruns of Doctor Who, a lot of reruns of Sherlock. So this was all in a span of under a month, okay?
Wow.
Under a month. So I don't really, forgive me for not remembering Stranger Things too. Christmas time gave me a lot of time to binge watch a lot of series. So,
shaking my head
in general, if I recall correctly from a year ago, what happened is the gist of all of series 1, and this got me really mad because at the end of series 1, Will Byers, the lost kid, was found. So he's brought back from the upside down world back to his normal world, right? And then 11 sacrifices herself. Barbara is found dead. But none of the kids tell any adults that they found Barbara dead. Okay, so that's a shame. And then it ends off with a scene where Will goes into his bath. He's like celebrating, I think, Christmas with his mom and his brother. And he goes into the bathroom because he's not feeling too well. He then spits up a piece of grossness, aka something from the upside down world.
Dun, dun,
and then
dun.
it was literally like you see it in the sink. It was like this slimy slime ball. You see it in the sink, and then as a viewer, you know it's like, damn it, it's not done. The upside down is not done. So like when I watched that, I actually screamed at my TV because I was like, what? Why? Why are you bringing Will back into this? He just spent an entire season stuck in the upside down, almost dying and trying to survive, and now you're gonna bring him back in? Like, why?
That's what you do in every horror movie. They never escape. They never actually get away.
So like I was like when I watched it, I was like, no. And then like, but because like everyone was like, oh my gosh, 11 Egos. I mean, not Egos.
Egos?
Legos. What was it?
Yeah, it was the first.
It is Egos, right? It just sounds so weird. But 11 with Egos.
Weird, yeah.
Have you not gone to that place?
No.
Where she's wearing the pink dress?
Oh, and she steals all the...
She did a lot of
Yeah, like, you know what every single cosplayer wore to, like, Fanime and Comic-Con and San Diego, like, what is it? No, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost everyone. And also Halloween. Let's not forget Halloween. Like, Agos must have been so happy when Stranger Things took off. Because they probably saw, like, there's, like, average plateau of, like, sales. And all of a sudden Stranger Things comes out. It's like, whoo! So, it ends like that. I got so mad, and I was like, I ain't gonna watch season 2. And when it came out, like, the artist actually went Seduces, and everyone came over, probably a couple months ago. They all had a, like, binge session of Stranger Things 1, and then they started watching Stranger Things 2 in the office. And when I heard, I was like, I'm not gonna watch. I am not gonna watch this at all because I know how season 1 ended, and I don't want to be
easily persuaded.
No, wait. And I was like, I don't want to watch this again. Like, I don't want to go through the whole entire roller coaster of the upside down world and people not knowing where their kids are and the children not telling where their kids. Like, okay. The other thing I have an issue with, let's be honest, is that why are these parents letting their kids just roam around free?
But that was like back in like
Yeah,
the
back in the
60s.
day,
Like
yeah.
that was normal back
Back in
then.
the
That was like
80s.
very normal. I hear stories all the time from people that are telling me about their childhood. Like that's normal.
Okay, see, yeah, I can't imagine a world like that, right? Where they just like, you
Back
know.
in the day, kids can go wherever they want. Everyone left their doors and cars unlocked.
Yeah.
That was a reality. That was very
Is it
much a reality.
That was your childhood? It was Sriracha's childhood. Kids go everywhere, without telling their parents. I was like, I feel like I grew up in a household where I was like, I have to let my parents know where I'm going and around what time I'm coming back so that they don't freak out. And then especially with the invention of cell phones, right? Parents with their little trackers on their kids' phones, they'll know exactly where their kid is at any given moment.
Yep.
Technology, man. So, continuing back to Stranger Things, okay, I was like, no, I'm not going to watch this. I'm not going to watch this. And then, funnily enough, when I went on vacation with my family, my parents were like, so I heard Stranger Things came out. Shall we watch? And I was like, everyone in my family was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, oh, I can't say no. I can't say no. So I was like, fine. And then I just sat and I was like, okay, this is where the spoilers begin, you guys. This is where the spoilers begin. So, starting off in season 2, it starts off with like this random like heist of like, or like a police chase. And I'm like, what is going on? I don't remember anything that happened in season 1. Like, where did this person come from? And then it turns out it's 8 instead of 11. Because obviously 11 would be just a number in a series. So there would be 1 through 10 that we have not met yet. So we need 8. And I was like, oh. And then we literally watched like 5 episodes of 9 episodes in one night, okay? And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. It's not too bad, right? And pretty much in general, what happens is Will Byers goes back to school. He has a new nickname. Does anyone know the nickname?
What is the nickname?
Can anyone in the comments tell me what the
What is
nickname
the
is?
nickname?
What is the nickname? Okay. He has a new nickname at school. And Zombie Kid. I thought it was Zombie Boy.
Oh,
Is it Zombie Boy?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Something zombie.
It's something zombie.
Something zombie.
Let me know.
Strike 1.
Okay, fine. Like, you had 4. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. Let's not mention the fact that he didn't even finish his recap. So that's 5.
It's not 5.
5 mistakes.
Oh my goodness.
5 mistakes, you guys.
It's not 5 mistakes.
Okay, so he goes back to school and everyone's babying him. Like, he's like, everyone's like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you good? Okay. And then obviously the school kid bullies are like, zombie boy! Ha 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 ha! Zombie boy! And he's like, oh man, this is hard. Like, I don't want to be known as zombie boy. And in the meantime, he is being taken out of school to go to a doctor, which is in a very suspicious looking government building,
So
right?
sad,
It's like,
so sad.
connect
You
the
never
dots here,
escape.
connect the dots here. And in other news, 11 is still missing, but then you find out really quickly that 11 isn't actually missing because,
Wait, I thought you said she died.
yeah, that was the big surprise. She doesn't die. Boom. She
No,
survives.
Sadness.
She escapes the upside down. She survives, she escapes the upside down, and she is actually taken in by Jim Hooper,
Mm-hmm.
the town sheriff,
Mhm.
that knows Will Byers' mom
Mhm.
and are close friends at this point, because at this point the sheriff is like, oh, wow, you were actually saying stuff that were really legit. Like, your boy was missing and he was not found dead in the quarry. Do you remember that part?
No.
Really, mistake number 6.
How's that a mistake? Wait,
because
what?
he doesn't remember the part where they found a body of a kid in the quarry.
In the water?
In the quarry.
In the water.
Yeah.
Okay, that he cuts open and it just has a bunch of, what do you call it?
I don't know.
Looks like cotton.
I don't know what you're talking about. What? I'm
Sriracha. The kid that's found in the quarry, is it the kid that they pull from the water?
See, she doesn't even know what you're talking
looking
about.
at these.
Okay,
No,
fine.
I feel like
Okay,
so
fine.
long ago.
See, so long ago.
Mhm.
So long ago. So now at this point,
it done?
he's going to like regular visits to the doctor, who apparently is like part of it. Like you have no idea what's going on because they're filming the session and then they're like taking MRIs or CAT scans or something to like scan the brain to see like his brain activities, blah blah blah, and then he's seeing flashbacks of the Upside Down, okay, and he doesn't want to tell them. But then all of a sudden during Halloween, when they go Ghostbusters, yeah, Ghostbusters was a big thing because I remember when they were like previewing, or not previewing, but like marketing Stranger Things 2 coming out, it was all about the Ghostbusters. I was like, okay, Sriracha, is that right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, this recap is very long. She's staring off like this. So in general, 11 finds her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you find more, you find like a deeper backstory to her. She finds her mom, or she learns that the sheriff knows about her mom, but doesn't tell her about it. But then she goes and finds her mom, and then she gets mad because she realizes that her mom really tried to save her, but then got electroshocked to the point where she no longer has sanity.
Mm-hmm.
So then she goes to LA because her mom, in like when they were like communicating with each other, using their minds or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
her mom tells her to go find her sister, which is 8, the person that is at the beginning of the series. So she goes to LA from Indiana. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What Greyhound bus company will sell a ticket to a kid? No one. Not even in the 1960s.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Whoever would sell a ticket to a kid in the 1960s is like, wow, don't you sense some family problems going on? You should probably call the cops. This kid is probably running away. So she goes, besides that, okay, she goes to LA, finds her sister, realizes her sister is like a criminal, okay, and then decides that, like, she gets a whole entire makeover transformation, and she becomes, like, you know, super sleek with her hair and, like, all styled, and she's, like, wearing eyeliner and all that stuff, and she's, like, so cool and everything like that. And at that point, I was like, I can't see you as 11 anymore. I can only see you as the actual actress, because, like, I've been keeping up with the, like, news of everything that's going on, and that's, like, how she looks like in real life, and I'm like, I can't make the difference anymore. It's like, are you 11, or are you the actual actress? Like, right? And then she decides that, oh, no, I don't want to hang out with my sister anymore because, like, I need to go back to my friends because I sense danger from my friends, okay? So then she then goes back to Indiana and then helps save everyone, pretty much, by closing the veils of the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now guess what? Guess how they ended Series 2.
How they end Series 2.
The same way they freaking ended Series 1. By showing the fact that, oh, you thought it was over? Well, guess what? It ain't over. Because the spidery thing that Will was seeing throughout the entire, like, series, well, that's still alive.
The Demogorgon.
Yes. The Demogorgon.
So, an important piece of data,
Mm-hmm.
right? 11, at least in season 1, claims she is the reason the whole portal opened to begin with.
Yes, because she opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they ask her to close the portal again. And she manages to close it, right? Using her anger of everything that's going on, because obviously in any like super like natural like TV series or movie, it's always like, if you want greater power, you must channel your anger, right? It's never like channel unicorns and butterflies. It's always the anger.
Because
like,
anger is a strong
why?
emotion. It's a strong
Why?
emotion. That's
Can't
why.
you like use like, you know, pretty things and nice things in your life? Then you won't be so emotional. Do you have a comment, Pancake?
That's weird because like if she's trying to move something to hurt somebody, why would she think about unicorn and rainbow?
Or like, you know, just use her mind. Why use anger, right? I don't know. Ugh. So I was like, when I watched that scene where it's like, you know, like, you're not done with the other side yet, I was like, you know what? I knew this was going to happen.
Of course.
I knew it was going to happen. And I don't even know if I want to watch Series 3 anymore.
And I'm going to predict right now when the show ends, it's going to be on some kind of cliffhanger where that is not resolved and the upside down world is still there. Trust me.
Okay. So in general, I do actually want to like also bring back the fact that like this series, it was somewhat interesting because I think they had a lot more character development. Like, you got to learn more about Eleven and her backstory. You got to learn more about Eleven's mom in general, right? So, like, how did Eleven get into a actual, like, science facility and become the actual 11? Because guess what? She has an actual name. Do you want to know her name?
What's her name?
It's not 11.
Obviously.
It's not Elle, the nickname that the boys give her.
Mm-hmm.
It is, ready?
Yeah. What is it? What is it?
You don't want to give me a drum roll? Give me a drum roll. Jane.
Oh, it's lame.
What?
Jane? Really?
Sorry,
Jane?
sorry for all the Janes out there. Marshall just insulted you. I thought that was nice.
That's like the classic Mary Jane character. She has abilities, powers, and her name is even Jane. Like, wow, that's original.
I thought it was a nice name. Okay.
Sorry to rain on your parade.
So I do actually want to ask you guys one question. This is actually, if you guys can, go onto live.guyonline.com and put the answer in the chat, because whoever is going to be the first person that answers in the chat, you will receive a virtual grant on Gaia. Okay. So now there is a little pre-note to this, I guess, a simple step of direction. So if you are the first person to answer correctly and the PD names call out your name saying that you answered correctly, you have to make sure that you retype your Gaia username into the chat. Otherwise, we may not be able to find you, because I do know some of you guys changed your name on Chatwing, the chat box thingy-majig that we have set up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
make sure we get your actual Gaia username.
Yes, make sure we get your actual Gaia username, and make sure you are on the live.guyonline.com site right now, because I will be asking the question now.
Dun dun dun. What is the question?
Dun, dun. Okay, which of the following words is not a word that Eleven's mother repeats? Breathe, lily, rainbow, or 3? Let me repeat again. Breathe, lily,
Which is it?
rainbow, or 3? Which of the following words is not a word that Eleven's mother repeats? PD Memes, how's it going? How's it going, PD?
Twilight. Oh wait, they're giving us number.
No. Okay,
No,
I'm giving you
Karen.
options right now. Is it breathe? Does she say breathe? Does she say lily? Does she say rainbow?
No.
Did they read it right?
No. This guy.
Okay.
PD names are verifying.
No, I'm afraid this is
PD Memes, it's the second one.
No. But I think she meant that one.
No.
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh no. Logistical errors again.
Carrie?
Carrie?
UJMK.
Carrie UJMK.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats. Make sure that you actually post your Gaia username in the chat again, and we will make sure to look for you. If you don't post it, or it's not correct, then we cannot find you on Gaia and we cannot grant you something. PD Neems, has she responded?
No.
No? Please respond.
Yeah, her name, the same name.
Same name?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Woo, nice.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay, so the other thing I want to mention,
Uh-huh.
the other thing I want to mention about this, okay, is the fact that Dustin is so annoying in this season. I think there's like, first of all, it's with the teeth, the teeth. PD Neems, can you guys grab that video and show it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The,
Oh my
the
goodness.
teeth.
She will not be able to resist these pearls.
No. This one, yeah. Do you guys see it? The part where he's like,
Don't do that.
no one can resist these pearls because his teeth grew in. And I'm like, how much more cheesy can you get? Okay. And then the other thing, that wasn't even like an issue. That wasn't even an issue. Okay. The issue I
It sounds
had.
like an issue, but let's continue.
No, I was just like, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, you're really gonna have to continue going with the like little sound he makes with like, no one can resist these pearls. But the thing I had an issue with is him and Dart, his demo dog, as he so terms. It's the Demogorgon's dogs. So the Demogorgon comes up with a natural defense mechanism by creating these dogs, right? Or dog/monsters, which are really scary. But apparently they start off really cute according to Dustin's eyes, where it's the slime ball. It's the slime ball that Will Byers throws up in the beginning. So imagine that little slime ball was inside Will's body, and he throws it up, it goes down into the sink, and then it resurfaces in Dustin's trash can.
Okay.
Right? It's like, what? That doesn't make sense. So, sorry.
Okay there? What's happening?
Lacey was adjusting a little bit. Hold on. She's like silently sleeping. Wait, she is silent. Okay, there you go. Would you like to wake up for this part? Are you okay? No.
Is Lacey a demigod?
Lacey is not a demi.
Demi-dog?
It's not a demo dog. No. Look at this pure cuteness of a dog. It's not a cat. Oh yeah, it is. So the dog, the demo dog, ate his cat, his mom's cat. Muse. It was very sad. But in general, okay, I have issues with that. Okay? So he literally finds this slime ball, says he found a new scientific species. Discovery, because like, it doesn't match anything in the library books, right? And instead of actually like going to his teacher like he was planning on, or like, maybe even going to the cops because it's something not of the norm, he keeps it in his room inside a glass
I can understand that
container.
Because when you were a kid,
No!
like, to know that you have something unique and nobody else has, you're not gonna tell anyone about it. Like I feel like that's typical boy. That's like, if you have something cool, you're gonna keep that to yourself. You're gonna tell your closest friends and nobody else needs to know.
No, I was always under the impression of like, that doesn't look normal. And then the next step is, Mommy, what is this? And then have her figure it out. That was always my way of handling things as a kid. As a kid, I would be like, this isn't right. I'm gonna go ask my mom. So he goes and finds this slime ball, and then like when his friends are like, no, this is not right, it's evil, he's like, no, I have a bond with it because I give it nougat, right? And I'm just like, is it nougat? Sriracha.
Yeah.
It's nougat. He gives it nougat. I mean, like the whole entire
So
thing.
yeah, you tell your closest friends that you're excited about it, and you might tell people like at school, but you wouldn't go to authorities, you wouldn't tell your parents, like that stuff. You would keep that to yourself. You would, but I'm saying like, I'm just saying, I could see the viewpoint of like, you wouldn't want to tell like any adults. This is like your secret and your friend's secret. Anyway, continue. Sorry to interrupt, but go ahead.
Different childhood experiences, yo. Different childhood experiences. I'm just gonna like create a barrier over here. And
Have you
just...
seen his mom though? His mom is very protective of him. He would never.
I love the interaction with him and his mom though. It's like I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, bye.
Yeah, so he would never tell his mom that. His
But
mom would freak out.
Yeah, but his mom would call the police, and the police would figure out.
Exactly. See.
Jim Hooper would figure it out. You know?
I don't know. I'm not confident in Jim Hooper. It took him so long to figure things out in the first season, I feel like.
Yeah, but he was like quicker in the second season.
I hope so.
He made significant discoveries ish in the second season. You know, he found 11. He harbored 11, a fugitive, according to the CIA, a Russian spy.
A Russian spy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? 11 12-year-old girls, a Russian spy.
Hey, you know, it's like anything could happen according to the
Apparently,
series, right?
apparently.
Through the series.
Mm-hmm.
So he finds this little slime ball that becomes evil and runs away because it could no longer eat nougat. Okay, but then in general, the whole entire I can understand the writer's perspective of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Find this slime ball that loves you in the beginning, and then it grows to become an evil demo dog, and then it runs away. But then as the demo dogs are attacking you and your friends, Dustin is the savior of the friends because he's like, oh, Dart, is that you? Here, have some nougat. And then Dart's like, oh, thanks. And then they go run away. And then the demo dogs die, and his poor Dart dies. Like, why go through that roller coaster of emotions there, right? Right?
Clearly to make you go through an emotion of roller coasters. Uh-huh.
So sad. So sad.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to know what your opinions are. Like, do you think this is something that would even seem like, would kids even I don't know. I just feel like it's so implausible. It's so implausible.
What's implausible?
Everything about this. They come up with new I think it's, I don't know. I think this series is it's not scary to me because it's not practical, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like scary movies because a lot of them are to me, I'm actually scared of ghosts and spirits, right? So I can't watch half of the horror movies out there because guess what? Ghosts and spirits. And I'm also afraid to be alone at night in the dark, so I can't watch those, scary, pop out in the dark, scare you type things because then I just won't go out, for months. When I watched Saw 1, I refused to go outside of my parents' house after dark for a good 6 months. Totally fine during the day, but at nighttime when they were like, Grace, throw the garbage away, I'd be like, no, I'll just put it outside and then I'll throw it away in the morning. Because I was just way too scared. I was like, I don't know if the creepy guy would consider me a bad kid because I got bad grades in school. So I'm just gonna leave it outside because I don't know if I can redeem myself. And I was
Wow.
yeah. So
traumatized.
I know. It traumatized me. I didn't know I was watching a scary movie. And then all of a sudden, I watch it and I'm like, oh my god, this person has to saw her legs. What's going on? But I just think it was so implausible that I was like, it doesn't scare me, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other side and I think I can imagine another dimension, but I can't imagine a group of kids can go in and out of that dimension at with such ease.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I only know from what I've seen from the first season, but from the first season, there's actual doorways. And that
Yeah.
to me, well,
Yeah.
so then why wouldn't they be able to if they go through the doorway? Here's the other thing, the reason why, anytime there's any kind of in science, right, science fiction, for example,
Mm-hmm.
when an event happens, usually the surrounding area is also affected, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of distortion in space-time, it usually always affects the surrounding area. Yes. So if you apply that to the scary movie where you have an event where 11 opens up a gateway to a whole nother dimension,
Mm-hmm.
right, it makes sense because they even talk about in the first season that the demigorgon can only go, it's kind of within a certain radius.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain area
Mm-hmm.
where that's all occurring. And they live in this area. So yeah, if they find these portals, they can go back and forth. That makes sense to me. It would make less sense to me if they could, at will,
Mm-hmm.
think it and then go through or something like that. That would make less sense.
I don't know. I was just I was like, okay. I guess they'll continue on. It has become an official series.
Have
Where
you seen Super 8?
Yeah.
I've only
Similar,
seen a
very
couple.
similar.
setting.
Yeah.
Similar
Very
setting.
similar,
Yeah, I've only seen a couple episodes of it, and then I got.
No, it's a movie. Super 8's a
It's
movie.
a show.
Just kidding. I thought there was a show.
It might. Well, I don't know. Are they gonna make it a show?
I feel
I
like
know
there
it's a
is
movie,
a
but-
show for it. I don't know. You guys, let me know.
It's a movie.
Let us know in the
I
comments.
don't know. I
definitely
only know the movie.
Or maybe
thought it
I'm
was a good
thinking
movie.
Sense 8 or something.
Oh, I think that's what
No,
you
you
mean.
might
That's
be
what you were
thinking
thinking
that,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
Super 8. Super
Yeah.
8.
That's
About the
Super 8's
camera.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Stranger Things. I feel like I've vented enough about Stranger Things. I want to tell you guys more about some upcoming movies coming out.
Let's talk about these upcoming movies.
Upcoming movies. So I was actually reading online the other day. When was it? It was yesterday. Yeah. Oh
Yes,
my
it's
gosh,
good.
I don't remember my days anymore. I was online reading like news, I guess. I don't even know. I get my news from The Verge, but like I also get my news from Facebook and from Instagram as well. Like HGTV's Joanna Gaines is pregnant again with her fifth baby, and I'm like, oh my god, so excited. But that's besides the point. So I was reading up on just like random things, and then I read an article that Black Panther is actually selling their advance tickets right now. So they are coming out February 16th, and they are selling their advance
Coming
tickets.
up,
so
coming up.
I'm actually really excited to watch this because when I watched Avengers Civil War, I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And then I watched a couple of trailers. Actually, P.D. can we put up a couple of trailers, or like maybe a clip of a trailer for the Black Panther? Do we have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
You
do
guys
it.
ready?
Let's do it.
So I was watching the trailers.
I have seen gods
So
fly. I've seen men build weapons
spaceship,
that I couldn't even imagine.
really,
I've seen aliens
really cool.
drop
Like,
from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Oh
space-
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. This is the first. I feel like this is the first time they have an actual like full-on spaceship looking type thing
Wait,
in
what?
the MCU.
Really? What
Right?
about no? What about what's it called?
Oh, Captain America. No.
No.
That was the actual like plane. I'm talking about like okay, fine. Besides the alien
Yeah.
spaceship.
Like,
That
come
attack.
on.
That attack. Okay, fine. But this is like from a superhero from Earth, right? They have spaceships in like already incorporated in their like life. Yo.
I don't know where you're going with this, but anyway, continue.
I just thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Like, it's interesting. I'm curious. Like, when they first introduced him in Civil War,
Mhm.
Avengers Civil War, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm actually really excited to see the next movie for him, the like individual movie. Like when they introduced Spider-Man in Civil War, I was like, meh. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it when it came out in theaters. I didn't watch it when it came out in Redbox. I didn't watch it actually in general at all until I was on my flight home from Switzerland, and I've literally watched everything else, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch Spider-Man. And like it was just like, it was okay. It was a good adaptation of it.
Mhm.
I thought it was a good adaptation. It's just the Tobey Maguire ones and then the Andrew Garfield ones, they just got me really like, they just had so many versions of Spider-Man
I
that
know,
they
I'm a
can't
little-
decide.
I'm a little too. I'm oversaturated with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think,
they
at this
can't
point.
decide which Spider-Man they want. Like, they were going on like a okay like run with Andrew Garfield, but then all of a sudden it's like, that's it. We're going to come up with a new Spider-Man, right? It's like,
Mhm.
so I'm excited to see Black Panther, and I'm excited to see like what they're actually going to show in this, because I was reading up on the storyline of Black Panther, and apparently they mixed it all up a little bit already. Like in the comics, apparently his dad dies when he's a kid. His dad dies in Civil War when they're like together. They're in, was it Geneva together to sign this Sokovia Accords, where it like tracks the
Tracks all the mutants, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Yes.
the mutants. Fun fact: he is supposed to marry, in the comics, he marries Storm from
Actually, yeah,
from X-Men.
I've heard. I've
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah. How exciting is that? And then they get divorced.
Yeah.
And then
Apparently, work was too stressful for them, so they get a divorce.
Well, the thing is, okay, it's like I was listening to a recap of like everything I should know about Black Panther from the Nerdist on YouTube, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool because like the intro and like him like developing his superpowers is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it's like he goes to Hell's Kitchen and fights Daredevil. He's like, he forgets all about his Avenger life and blah blah blah, and then he goes back and he wants to help and all that stuff, and then he becomes King of the Dead. And I'm just like, that becomes too crazy. I'm like, okay, I'll just see what they come up with in the movie. That's why I stick to the movie version. I know for whoever has read all of the comics, I am sorry, but it gets too crazy in the comics, so I'll stick to the movies. The movie, like the Marvel Comics universe movies are actually pretty good. I really like it.
I enjoy them. They're doing a pretty good job, I think, of tying things together.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite? Oh, Iron Man.
Same here.
Because I like the tech.
Same here. You guys, make sure you. I want to know what you got, who your favorite is. So type it down. It could be from DC as well. I just want to know what you guys are interested in. And also, PD Memes, can we put in a survey question really quickly on who is excited to see Black Panther coming out next month? I'm excited.
I'm excited. I didn't want to... So when we were talking about whether or not we're going to do this, I was like Black Panther. And then it's like, wait, what? Right? I'm thinking like the movement. And then I go and watch the trailer. I was like, oh. And then I realized later, like I had totally forgotten that he was in Civil War. And then I remembered, and I was like, that was that character. So I was like, who's this random guy, right?
Wow.
I don't follow comic books, so I'm sorry.
So make sure you guys actually answer the question below, because I do want to see. And then I think that we're actually going to end our show here.
All right, well, we got to see the results.
We have to see the results.
We
have to see the results. Let's see the results. Shall we see the results?
Well, they just put it up.
Can we see the results?
A minute. Give it a minute.
Yes! 38%
Nice.
said yes. Maybe 30%. That's doable. That's understandable. I mean, like, to be honest, I have to really want to watch a movie in the theaters these days to actually go, because
Time.
And then also, like, you can't fast forward through the trailers, okay? And then also the other thing is, like, it's so expensive, man. It's like $17 for a ticket.
Yep. Sadness.
So, like, if it's just, like, an okay movie that I'm, like, I'm not that interested in it, I'll wait for it for Redbox. And then if it's just, like, something I'm, like, no interest in it, then I'll be like, okay, I'll wait for it on Netflix. Okay, so thank you guys for joining us today. Yep. Make sure you come back on Tuesday, because host Phil is going to be back here. You guys don't have to see us anymore. I know, we're, like, boring people. We elongate the recaps of Stranger Things. I mean, what? He had 6 mistakes? I only had 1.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I couldn't call you out on mistakes though, because I hadn't seen it yet. So.
No. But Sir Roger would have called me out on mistakes. Yeah. Okay, so we will see you guys back on Tuesday. Well, we won't, but...
Well, we will. We'll be in chat.
We'll be in chat. We'll be in chat. But host Beal will be seeing you guys, and you'll be seeing host Beal. So be prepared, be excited, and come ready to talk with her. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.